All right, I'm Bill Snodgrass, and in this episode, I'm going to just pull the stops out on that offend everybody thing. Look what I said on TikTok. So people will tell you, never change, just be yourself. But if just being yourself isn't resulting in the things that you wanted to, that's a problem. If being yourself annoys everyone around you, that's a problem. If being yourself violates the rights of others, that's a big problem. Sometimes you need to adapt who you are into the context of where you are. So what I'm trying to say in this TikTok is, the people need sometimes to adapt. Adaptation is this process where we change to become better within whatever context. So if you have a computer program that works really well and you adapt it for a different situation and it works really well in that situation, but you had to change it a little bit because what was true over here wasn't maybe necessarily true over here. If you have an offensive strategy for your football team and it works really good against this team, sometimes you have to adapt that strategy a little bit. But adaptation is this process of taking what you are and making it work better in the context. Now, what the problem is, people we're so into this, like, oh, everybody be an individual, everybody, stand up, be your own self, do your own thing, find your own star, all of those pieces of advice about don't just conform to what everyone else is doing. Good advice, to a point. To a point, be yourself. To the point that being yourself isn't resulting in what you want it to result in. If you're trying to become, I always use a physical example because it's very tangible. If you're trying to become very physically fit, and being yourself means sitting on the couch playing video games all the time, that's not going to work out. You need to adapt being yourself so that you can become that thing that you want. I would say differently. Don't be yourself, be the self that is going to transport you into the self that you would like to be. Be yourself also ends when what you're doing violates the rights of the people around you. If being yourself is that you like this particular set of environmental things, like where the music is at 12 on a scale of 1 to 10, and your next door neighbor in the apartment or in the dorm, or the person sitting beside you, if your earbuds are so loud that people are dancing to your music, that's a problem. You're violating their rights to not listen to your music. So be yourself to a point that you don't violate the rights of others. Don't be yourself so much that you don't get the things that you want because, it's just not me. I would like to be fit, but it's just not me. Or don't be yourself so much that it violates the rights of people around you. Individuality is a great thing. But individuality within the context of society is very, very important. And your individual rights have boundaries on them. And if your individual preferences and the individual character traits that you have are not leading you to the things that you want, if you want friends, then you need to find people that are worth being friends with and then adapt who you are so that you fit well with what they're doing. Don't give up your individuality, but shape your individuality into something that is going to result in the things that you want it to result in without violating the rights of other people. That is all for this episode. Check down in the description section for links and all that stuff. If you're listening to the podcast, go over to youtube.com/Bill Snodgrass and check out all kinds of motivational and other videos. If you are watching the video, links to the podcast down in the description section. And those of you who have bought merchandise, thank you. That's really awesome and like that. All the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. Like that a lot as well. A lot of things coming up on the channel and in my social media presence. So keep your eyes open for all that. Hit the bell notifications. See you in the next episode.